Hey folks, it is Sunday, September 1st, 1:39 p.m. is the time, and the temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius, and I am here at a park that doesn't yet have a name on Duplex Avenue, right at Duplex and Castlefield, just a block east of Yonge Street. And for this one, I'm gonna hop on the e-bike and I'll take a spin down to the waterfront, and I'll be going straight down Yonge Street, and I think that'll be a distance of about 8.5 kilometers, and then I'll probably ride east along the waterfront and head up into the Canary District, and I'll be using a camera angle I used to use on this channel that I haven't used in quite a while, so it's going to take me a few minutes to set that up. So as soon as I'm up and running here, I'm going to hop on the bike and we'll get moving. All right, I think we're set up. This is the Movin' mini e-bike that I'm on, and there's a link to this one down in the description. Just double check that I think I've got the angle correctly. Looks good. Wanted to get the handlebars into the shot. So we'll make a left here on Castlefield and then a right on to Yonge Street. And we're just going to go straight down Yonge all the way to the lake. I think it'll take somewhere around 30 minutes to get there, maybe a little quicker. There are no bike lanes for this first stretch, and we're in the Yonge Eglinton neighborhood in Midtown. There's a cop who has stopped someone right in the middle of the lane there. You need a whole lot more of that kind of enforcement in this city. It's really the Wild West on these roads. Unfortunately, a cyclist lost her life after a battle for 6 days. It was a hit and run in Etobicoke. The piece of shit didn't even try to get her help. I think this has been the most carnage there's been on the streets in Toronto in the past 20 years. Not a good year. Fortunately, we'll be in bike lanes for most of this one. There's no rights on reds here, as you can see by that sign on the right, but that's not stopping this driver. So my plan is to record a ride through the Beaches neighborhood right after this. These will be the last videos I make on the e-bike, and possibly make, period, before I go away. The good thing about riding down to the lake is it's literally that, down to the lake. It is mostly downhill. It's a few small hill climbs, but I could just be lazy and ramp up the pedal assist. And I am attempting to record this one in stereo, so the left and right channels should be distinctly different. If a car passes me on the left, you should hear it mostly out of the left. How did that car get stuck in the intersection up there? We are now south of Eglington, heading towards Davisville. Someone with a New York plate. Someone driving like an asshole, too close. We're at Manor Road. So I haven't really been preparing for my trip much. I've got kind of tomorrow set aside to do that, or at least half of the day tomorrow, but tomorrow is Labor Day. A lot of stores won't be open. Oh well, there's nothing I can't just buy while I'm there that I need. I've got hotels sorted for the first 14 days. After that, it's kind of an open book. And I'm in pedal assist 1, and we're going 18 kilometers an hour. This is Belsize Drive coming up, and it looks like, I was going to say, it looks like we're going to hit a red, but the light just flipped. Davisville Station coming up on the right, and just up ahead is the start of the midtown bike lane, so we'll have the luxury of a somewhat protected bike lane all the way down to downtown, where ironically we won't have a bike lane. There are plans to build one downtown for at least a few different stretches, but typical half-assed Toronto infrastructure. And you can see the CN Tower way off in the distance. I don't mean to be overly negative. It's kind of a great day to be out on the bike. There's a nice breeze, but the sun is shining. The second last day of the Canadian National Exhibition. I am coasting and we're going 38 kilometers per hour. But I'm curious as to your thoughts on the setup, if you prefer the handlebars in the shot or if you like it when the camera just kind of floats and gives that first person unattached view. I find this to be a little more immersive. You'll notice the handlebars are slightly out of focus, or at least they should be. And that's just so I can maintain a focus on everything up ahead. When I use autofocus on this camera, it focuses in on the handlebars. And the continuous focus mode. Then the background kind of goes in and out. I've made that mistake recording a few videos before. As we approach the Yonge and St. Clair neighborhood. The greater neighborhood is Deer Park. That pub has been closed for quite a while and they've got a great rooftop patio. That's a shame. I was thinking that cab might be turning right, the way it was kind of veering over. Walking the sidewalk, moron. All right, we're at St. Clair. I think it should be fairly busy down at the beaches today. I kind of wish I went down there and did a walking video. I didn't go this summer, but at least we're going to see it this way. The streets are a little quieter than usual. It's the last long weekend of the summer. And this is Woodlawn Avenue. There's some atrocious bike lane etiquette. Not the second guy, but the first guy. He pulled up right beside me and his tire was basically touching my tire. I don't mind that the second guy passed me. When you have time and space to do that, you do, but when you're queuing up at the light, you should be single file. There's the Summer Hill LCBO on the left and the old North Toronto train station. New building going up. And we're at Roxboro. There used to be a Starbucks just on the right there. Nice breeze. We're several blocks away, but almost in downtown. A lot of language schools and that sort of thing in this area, and I guess on the weekends there's just a lot less people out. Can't blame that car for turning. They had no idea that guy was there on his e-bike. And they were there first. All right, this is Davenport Road on the right, Church Street on the left. Church is a north-south street, but it actually starts just here. And the concert hall is just on the right. So if I were to guess, we're probably somewhere around the halfway mark for the Yonge Street portion of this ride. On the right is the popular Yorkville neighborhood. Yorkville Avenue will lead you right into Yorkville Village. Now it's time to say hello downtown, goodbye bike lanes. And the surface of Yonge Street is generally in pretty rough shape south of here. This is not fun on an e-scooter. This is Irwin Avenue. Nice Corvette. This is Wellesley coming up. It's funny, that guy in the Mr. Puff's delivery bag, or whatever you want to call it, in the back of his bike was running red lights. And he didn't get there any faster than I did. This is Grosvenor. College whittles down to, or Young whittles down to one lane. just south of College, as they're installing elevators to improve the accessibility down to the subway platforms. College Park on the right. We're a few blocks north of Yonge and Dundas. That's where you'll find Dundas Square. You can see things are a bit more lively already on the sidewalks. These delivery guys often randomly slow down and sometimes stop because they're checking their phones in dangerous spots like those last two guys. This is Gould Street, TMU on the left, formerly Ryerson University. They'll be kicking off their semester next week, I believe. When I get back from my trip, I'll probably do walks around there in U of T, maybe go up to York. And this is Yonge and Dundas. No left or right turns through here. Dundas Square, just across the street on the left. Shake Shack. During these scramble crossings, I just kind of Fred Flintstone my way through. Oop. Gotta be careful on those high heels. Eaton Center on the right, undergoing some renovations to prepare for some new tenants. Simon's moving in, a clothing store from Quebec, and an Italy is moving in there as well, taking place where Nordstrom was. This is Shooter Street. That's Queen Street. the financial district. It's on the right, which is to the west. St. Lawrence neighborhood over to the left. This is Adelaide Street. King Street looks like there's a disabled bus just up ahead. And it's Wellington Street, so Berksea Park, the one with the dog fountains that I was streaming from the other day, is just over to the left. It used to be a Movenpick Marché restaurant, just on that corner, just on the right, the southwest corner, but they moved out of Canada a few years ago. That was a really great spot to go for a meal when you had people who weren't all set on what they wanted. It's like a buffet style where everything would be prepared, or most things would be prepared fresh at each counter. South of Front Street. It's not a protected bike lane, but I'll take a painted line over no bike lane. Across Lakeshore Boulevard here and head underneath the Gardner. Pirates would say land ho, or sailors, I guess we could say lake ho. It's now within view. I bet the Toronto Islands are busy today. Quite a long light cycle. So the street running parallel to the lake is Queens Quay. To the right is Queens Quay West. To the left, Queens Quay East. Quay spelled Q-U-A-Y. We're gonna go left here. Get a view of the water first. These are private water taxis that'll take you up to the islands. And east we go. So I think I said I was going to head on over to the Canary District. Maybe I'll finish up at Corktown Common or Underpass Park. It's a great place to stand. This is technically a multi-use trail, but I think that designation is quite idiotic, as there's a footpath just to the right. On the right is the Red Path Sugar Refinery. Sugar Beach, just over to the right. It's a man-made beach, no actual access to the water, at least not safe access. Turn the pedal assist right off. All right, we're gonna head back down to Queens Quay. So I guess I'll ride over to Cherry Street. Police have blocked off the entrance there. There's a crane, maybe there's some heavy construction equipment moving around today they want to keep people away from. The Keyside project is going up, or will be going up on the left. It's a massive planned residential community. Unfortunately, I think the trail along Lakeshore to the east of here is still closed off. You can still go east. You could either detour north or you could go south into the Portlands and take the Unwin connector by Cherry Beach. If I had more time, I'd go for a spin through the Portlands. Maybe I'll live stream that on my way home today. Cherry Beach coming up. Again, I could go right. Or I could go this way. Got our own bicycle signal here. I wonder if I just missed it. Very long wait. Nope, there we go. I was gonna say these light cycles down at Lakeshore can take forever. Let's look south into the Portlands. The Distillery District is coming up just on the left. That's the Distillery streetcar loop, just on the right there. There's no right turns, bicycles accepted. And we are in the Canary District. The Corktown Common Park on the right. And just up ahead here will be Underpass Park. There is destination 1 of 3. That will be our final destination for this first video. This guy taking pictures of a bike in there. Nobody out using the courts. Nobody skateboarding. A bit surprising. I'm gonna leave this camera running to record my next video. I don't want to have to go through the fun of setting it up all over again. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. There we go. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And also there is a link to this e-bike, courtesy of the guys at Move-In, down in the description. All right, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink!